I don't know what happens here. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري ويشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. Inshallah, we will continue studying Jathiyah, and we had a long introduction about the importance of ayat. Now we will see how the Quran presents these signs manifested in the creation, which is now the verse 3. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن في السماوات والأرض لآيات للمؤمنين. Surely in the way they are brought into existence of the heavens and the earth are signs for the believers. Now, it's a general presentation now. In the whole creation, there are signs for it. So you have to discover or understand the signs and read the signs. We previously mentioned that in order to be able to read the signs, you have to understand that the creation of the universe is meaningful and they reflect the qualities of their creator. So if we are convinced about it, now, if you are not convinced about it, look at the universe, whether you can see something in it or not, or just they themselves are acting, coming into existence and sustaining their existence and changing their position in the better and better possible ways for them. Or do they have any free will, any wisdom, any power to do anything, and knowledge of the future and anything at all, not only the future? So we understand that from the very general appearance of the universe, there are generally signs demonstrating themselves. And then the Quran will start from the whole universe. Look at this general. Do you think it's something to exist accidentally? Just use your intelligence, use your abilities, because we know that the Creator has manifesting his qualities in the creation of the universe in general and in details as well at the same time. We call it in the macro world and microwave. Macro, what do we call it, is always this micro word. And we have given the ability, which is called in the Quran, ruh, which are a bunch of the potentiality. Potentially you have this, and these tools in you will communicate with the creator of the universe, whose sign, the qualities you will find in the existence of the universe. So he will go, the verses will go step by step now, as if zooming down from the whole universe in general appearance. There are signs, and also, now, وفي خلقكم وما يبث من دابة آيات لقوم يوقنون. Now, coming now, quickly zooming from in your own existence and in your own creation and in the creatures he spread out our signs for the people. Again, now coming to yourself and the creatures in the universe. They happen with moving things, but usually classical scholarship understood the moving things that animals, cattle, or including human beings, of course, but since the first word said in your own existence, creation, that is understood, that is definitely included, because it is the most important creature in the world who, because not only in its physical existence, but also in his or her spiritual side, it means human quality side, is the most important creature in the world. Usually people took it as Qur'an or Islamic cosmology puts the human beings in the center. So the home of the human beings, they thought the earth, so earth must be the center of the universe. Now, these are interpretation of the metaphor used in the Quran. And even some scholars said the Kaaba is the center of the universe. Alaykum salam. Kaaba is this is very interesting. Kaaba is the center of the universe. How come? They say, you must be joking. The universe is so huge, we cannot talk about even the very existence of the earth in the universe. It is so insignificant, negligible. Correct. About comparing the size of the earth and the size, immeasurable, vast signs of the size of the universe. But wisdom scholars never took the case in terms of material existence of the world, material existence of the earth, human beings, and Kaaba, and this kind of symbolic side of the things. Why? It wasn't their concern to pay attention to the material side of the existence. Their concern was what they represent. It means the signs, as the Quran says here, ayat, signs. It means the meaning in their existence. So meaning in their existence really signifies the greatness of their creator. For example, I understand in order to be able to create a cell or in an organ in my heart or in one piece of my skin, one has to be able to give life within the context of the universe. Because, for example, I cannot exist without my environment, first of all. And also it is life, it is continuously changing, but what it includes in it is so great. It's unimaginable. Why? Human feelings, human spirit. Human spirit has all the qualities which can detect the meaning in the universe. The meaning means reflecting the qualities of its creator. So, and if you look at anything really in the world, you will say that, this is a wonderful being. It has such and such qualities, and these qualities demonstrate the qualities of its maker. All the matter cannot be the source of it. So there is an important point here, actually. what the people, especially the scientists, say, we speak about facts. Correct. They study the very material existence of the world. And that is fact. We can just touch it, but human beings don't pay really attention to the physical side of the things. They pay attention to value that this physical beings have. For example, if you look at this computer and value the quality of this computer as far as it is material body elements of its material, it may be worth, I don't know, $1, $2 maybe, if it is a very quality material. Not more than $2. So, but why do we bet thousands of dollars on it? Because of the quality it is demonstrating it, we are using it. So the universe is like this as well. Because of the qualities that we really pay everything. For example, if you have an orange, for example, the material side of the orange is nothing but the taste, the smell, the beauty, and the vitamin being usefulness to everybody is what matters. So we look at the Muslim believers look at the sign. We call it, the Quran calls it malakut side of the universe, and which are the signs to demonstrate the qualities of their creator. So human beings, the qualities of human beings are such that these qualities, or this potentially, can detect the qualities of the universe in fullest sense. Yeah, if you look at a rabbit, for example, the rabbit also has some qualities, their qualities, but very limited. And they can use their qualities through the free will that they are given. Now, how about me? I can study physics, I can study psychology, I can study sociology, I can study politics, I can study chemistry because of my quality. And this is the best example to understand this. I can learn every language spoken in the world, even forgotten languages. I could if I learned, but potentiality is with me, and the capacity is with me, but did I bring it up? So potentially, this is the key point that I want to touch. Potentially, human beings are qualified to communicate with all the malakut, angelic, meaningful, demonstrating their qualities of their creator is concerned. We can communicate with the whole of the universe. So not only humanity, even one man, one human being, not woman, one human being is enough to communicate with the rest of the universe. It is the miniature, the Islamic culture, again, from the very beginning of the contemporaries of the Prophet himself. He educated them in such a way that they said, every human being represents the universe. So your understanding of comprehension of universe is unique to you. My understanding is unique to me. Every human being is his own universe in his comprehension, because potentially we are able to do that. So in this respect, the miniature universe human being can communicate with the rest of the universe. In this sense, human beings are the center of the universe. That is why I can justify the classical approach saying that the earth is the center of the whole universe. Human beings are the center of the whole universe. They don't speak about geological side of it. They don't take, but the meaning they take, signs they represent take. So why some scholars even dared to say Kaaba is the center of the universe? Because only through the Kaaba, what Kaaba represents? Oh, look at me. I am just made up of stones. Study one stone in my body, because original form of the Kaaba was only stones. Now, door they put this golden things on it and clothes, or they are afterwards. The Prophet Abraham established the Kaaba only stones, made of stone. Black, no, the stone, all of them, including the black stone. This is representative of the quality of stones. Why is black stone is represented? Because black stone represents that it is symbolically most important part of the Kaaba, which represents the function of the Kaaba. What is that? When we study the matter, black or white stone doesn't matter. The stone says, the stone is the element of the Kaaba building. The one element says, I am not able to do anything. I am created as I am. So in the existence of the black stone or in other stone, actually, but this is the symbolically representative of Kaaba. So when you study one element of the Kaaba, you will understand what? I am totally created. My creator is the absolutely powerful one, absolutely knowledgeable one, absolutely wise one. I am nothing. Studying one element of the stone of the Kaaba, all the structure says in the language of the Quran, I am not the source of my existence. What does it mean? I cannot create myself. So who put me in this building? It represents, it's a magical thing that we usually don't understand the value of Kaaba, what Kaaba really represents. Kaaba is the summary of the whole universe. What does it mean? One stone, you study what it declares as a center of science, all the qualities of its creator. So you don't have to study the rest of the stones. One stone is enough. That is represented by black stone. So what does it mean? The Kaaba is a representation of La ilaha, which means if you want, because it is the house of God, isn't it? Baytullah, house of God, God's house. What does it mean? There is nobody there. What are you talking about, God so fast? Are you talking about somebody who is residing there? Yes, in the universe, La ilaha resides there. It means there is no God here. There's no God in the universe. So if there is no God in the universe, who put this stone in the building? It means every element, every atom, every particle of the universe is located like one stone of the building of Kaaba. The Kaaba is the universe. I mean, macro universe. The universe is macro Kaaba. Kaaba is the micro universe, exactly like human beings and the universe. So if you want to see God, you will see God as it is related to these verses. You will see God through examining the universe, that nothing in the universe can exist by itself. They are the witness, they are the signs to the creator of the universe. So within the universe, if you want to find God, what do you have to do? You have to study the elements of the universe, the building blocks of the universe, let's say particles. In the existence of the particle, you will know that it cannot locate itself in a certain position by itself. So you will understand, if I want to find who the creator is, I have to investigate even the smallest part is enough. That is what the Kaaba represents. If you want to see God, come to me. It means study my stones. So you will understand, I am put here by a conscious being. You don't have to study other stones. Whether this stone needs somebody to put it there specifically in a specific place in the building of Kaaba, and let me see the other stone needs the same thing. No, you don't have to. It's great, really amazing to understand the significance of the prayer of Hajj. Even once in your life, you have to go through these reflections. I have to look at the particle or a piece, make it simple. A piece of the computer, study it. Who can put it there? Only the one who knows what is going on in the whole body of the computer. Put that piece there. It cannot really happen as a result of an earthquake. No crazy human being can accept this. It is so great. So that is, it is the sign how we can find the creator residing in the universe. No, only denying, rejecting that there is no God in the universe. There is no creator in the universe. You can find them. Who gave existence to the universe then? What is the cause of existence of the universe? Every time changing, and no one is really able to do that within the universe. So you understand that Kaaba, what Kaaba represents? La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah is the main purpose of existence of this universe. So La ilaha illallah is the center, main point in the existence of this universe. That's why I understand why classical scholars, some of them though, not many, they're very conscious of them, said Kaaba is the center of the universe because what it represents. Good, got it? So if you have not been to Hajj or Umrah, when you go next time, bear this in mind. I am coming to how I should find God while I am living in this world. Because Kaaba says, I live here. God says, come to me, come to me. Even once, at least once, come to me and see in your life. We pray that, we say prayer is most important, 5 times a day. Correct. It's correct. It's extremely important. Yeah. But Hajj is even more important. Prayer takes 5 times a day in your life. Hajj takes only 1 time in your whole life. 5 times a day, a day, 5 times. It is not insignificant. No, we have to remember. That's why we turn to Kaaba while we are praying. Why? Our intention is to do this action, bearing in mind that it is so, I mean, it is invaluable. Bearing in mind that I'm here, it means My aim is to reach La ilaha illallah represented by Kaaba. My aim, my purpose. Not physically. Even you go to Hajj, you have to go there and see and experience that Prophet Abraham, Prophet, all down to Prophet Muhammad, practiced La ilaha illallah through what Kaaba represents. Unimaginably invaluable. This understanding, that's why we turn to Kaaba. Some people, simple-minded people, that the Muslims worship Kaaba. It's stone. It has nothing significant really, apart from stone. So you don't know? You haven't been?
I've been. I'm going again.
Oh, inshallah, bear in mind and pray for me there. Say, please make Allah, this man, realize La ilaha illallah through journeying, going through the universe and experiencing how they are signs to that. What the scientists, as I mentioned that, scientists play a trick actually. They say we are talking about facts. Yeah, they are talking about facts. And our technology works. Yes, it works. I know it is significant, really. So it is genius of you that you found out how it works. How did you find out? Huh? Did you make it? Yeah, I made it. No, you didn't. You went to the lab, investigated how the order of the universe works. By obeying the order of the universe, you obeyed the will of its creator and asked him the way he creates, asked him, look, I obeyed you. Now I understand that if I do this way, you promise me through your order. Isn't that true? For example, I put this one here, this connector, and the mic is here, the setting is there, and this video is possible. Why? We obey the order. Now, if you don't obey order, can you get anything? Yeah, go and sleep 10 years in a lab. Can you do anything? You have to find out how the order is working. So by obeying the order, you are asking God to create it for you, and God promised that if you obey my order, I will create it. That's what promises in the creation. For example, whatever you took a train or I took a train, so I came here. I know if the train works, it will take me 1 hour and a half from my home here. And it did. Why? Because I obeyed the order. I didn't go another place, not rather than the subway station. They wait there, take me to the, it doesn't work. So they do obey, and Allah creates, God creates it. And they say, we are talking about facts. Yeah, that's correct. It is fact. Fact of the way the universe is created. And you obeyed it, whether you are aware of that you obeyed the order of the universe, therefore, the one who established the order of the universe, you obeyed God, the creator. But you deny that you obeyed God. You misname it and say that I obeyed natural laws. This is your conception. But what they do, they show, they present, is as a result of obeying God, what God creates, they hide behind it. They say, since I'm talking about facts, my interpretation of this reality, this process, what I went through, is fact. Look at the trick. Show in the front the fact that they are what they are doing, obeying God, and hiding them, like Satan whispering behind it, saying that my interpretation is fact. You see how they make this obvious trick? Do you notice how serious, how genius they are to play this trick? Like Satan, exactly like Satan, exactly like Satan, showing the truth. For example, how the Quran says, "Do you want to be eternal in paradise?" Yeah, that's what I want. And then look at this. This is true, isn't it? I want to be eternally existing in paradise. That's how I am created for. That is what my reality is. So whispers behind it. Yeah. Isn't that fact? Yeah. Then eat this, approach it from this tree. What is it to do with it? What is it to do with it? Yes, it is true that I want eternal happiness in paradise. But what is it to do with this human desire with eating from apple? Apple is a created being. What are you expecting from it? Do you see the trick? Really, the scientists are like Satan. Materialist ones, of course, not all, definitely not all. And these people will fail at them. It is impossible to play this trick anymore because it is obvious that although they are coming closer to it now, oh, there seems to be consciousness in matter because matter is created in a conscious way. Look at another twisting. Again, really, they are expert on coining new way of presenting it. No, really, this connector is functioning as if it is conscious. But is it possible? It is made. So I am amazed their smart mind, but like Satan. Satan is smart, very smart. The Quran says, be careful, it is a very smart. It does the very smart job. So we should not be really cheated, uh, deceived by this trick. We have to be very careful. So we understand that the universe in its totality is a huge being, or coming to, which from the Quran starts from the universe in general. You can see infinite number of signs in the existence of the whole universe, and also come now in your creation, because you are the center of the universe. Yeah, your center. You will communicate with it because the camera is zooming now. So, and also the creatures he spread out are signs for people who want to use their capacity to be certain in their belief. This is the uh, interpretative translation of yuqinun. Muqinin, the Quran uses it. For those who want to really realize what their existence, which kind of qualities they manifested in their existence, and make sure my conclusion about the creator of the universe, which is in ghaib, it means absolute, cannot be within the created being. How can you see the creator or the engineer of the computer within the engineer? Impossible. This is made, he is the maker, or she is the maker. I think we understood now. Let's go further in the following verse. Great subject to me, the way the Quran represents really this matter. Shall we go? Any question? Any concern? Oh, no. Now, another aspect of the creation now, creation of human beings, creation of other animals and other beings and anything else individually, and also never forget, for example, that is called space-wise. Space was the universe. When we look at the universe, perfectly arranged. But there is another aspect. واختلاف الليل والنهار وما أنزل الله من السماء من رزق فأحيا به الأرض بعد موتها وتصريف الرياح آيات لقوم يعقلون. Now, it's interesting, very important. The alternation of night and day. What happened? Before, the Quran was drawing our attention to the universe as if it is a static being, taken one shot of the appearance of the universe. Oh, it's a wonderful, yeah, wonderful existence. But it says, oh, don't forget, day and night, what means? Changing. Universe is continuously changing. And you are getting older and older. Every day and night, every moment, your physical side changes, your spiritual science changes, your feelings change. One day you are up, excited about everything. The second day you are sad because you heard that somebody, one of your beloved ones, got ill. You say, oh, you were happy yesterday. What happened to you in one day? What happened? Now, we are always changing like clouds. So, they are not changed. And the sustenance God sends down from the sky. The source of sustenance, all the things we eat, we benefit from, is created through employing the elements of water. Yeah. So this is the water coming from the Sama. It means, Sama means represents in the Quran what? I mean, Samawat represents the layers of galaxies, but Sama represents the roof of a building, the top, the canopy of. It means the top, the universe, go. Where do you go? Endless. You cannot, when you say, the one who created must have infinite power. Illallah. So the purpose of existence is represented in the Quran as Sama. So min Sama, it means what the purpose of existence refers to. Is it Sama? It refers to the necessary existence of its creator. And all the qualities in it. For example, the Sama of my existence, or let's say today the connector, this connector. The Sama of this connector is not the connector itself, what the connector refers to. Ultimate purpose in its existence. Ultimate purpose in its existence. The Sama of the connector. So the Sama of the universe is, it is qualities manifested in it, and says, come and study me and get to the ultimate purpose of my existence, which are the signs of my creator are demonstrated on me. Don't study me, but I'm nothing. If I have some meaning in my existence, some purpose in my existence, it is just because of my qualities, my creator's qualities are manifested in me. This is represented in this Quran. The sustenance God sends down from the sky, using it to revive the earth after it is death. Now, another significance of, I love this Quran speaking in a metaphorical way. So lots of meanings we can understand. It speaks very simple. Now, what happens let's see the circulation of water. It is just a circulation. It represents, water comes down from the clouds and the comes to the earth, and we use it, or something happens, the plants use it, animals use it, or go to the sea and then evaporates. There the steam go up and forms clouds and comes down again when it is on the right position. It is cold. Whatever, the wind carries it. Significant transportation system. But it's a huge, millions of tons of water are circulated through air. What is air? What is wind? Just difference between cold and hot water. That's it. Causes the perfectly arranged system in the order of the universe. Everything is significant. Nothing is waste. Water came down. What happens? We use it. It becomes dirty in the earth. It is dirty. It is no good to use. God arranged it in such a perfect way that it evaporates with the heat of the sun. And it means, again, from the sky, the mercy of God arranged the world that it evaporates. The same water can become as solid as ice. The same water can be turned, the system is established in such a way that can turn into just steam. Goes up so light, lighter than gravity. So goes up. Why? Why? To be clean. It is dirty. It must be clean now. Exactly. Revelation comes because Qur'an really same context. Rain comes and gives the life as a means of life, all the dead earth to become alive, lots of plants and animals there. Yeah, that is rain. What the revelation, that exactly the same thing comes from God, and we receive it, we start twisting, interpreting, not using, wasting. For example, we waste water a lot. So wasting it, dirtying it. What happens? Goes again, comes down again. Another prophet, another prophet, another prophet, another prophet. The circulation is same, exactly like the rain circulation. We dirtied it, fresh comes. We dirtied the message, a fresh message comes. So that is why the Quran equates the tenzil, inzal water, rain, coming down from sky of rain, and coming down revelation from sky again. That is why it is so, night and day represents what? Time dimension, continuous change. In the biggest sense, of course, everybody understands that the creation is changing every day. But if you are more careful, even more careful, you will see that every particle is changing every moment. Right? So we understand that this change is also reviewed, if you like, reviewed again in coming down of the rain coming down of the message. Every day, do you experience, for example, Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, change? Look at an ant and trying to get its sustenance, struggling. This animal, getting ready for winter. How does it know? Even I don't know when the winter is coming if I don't check the calendar. How does it know? And the birds it's amazing. When they get pregnant, how do they know? I mean, the human beings don't know. They'll go and check test by the experts. So they know. How do we know that? They know that they are pregnant and the eggs will come out. How do they know? Because their mother taught them. It is the womb. They start getting ready the nest for the baby and the best way. Once my window was overlooking a big tree. Towards the season, spring, and no, summertime or somewhere there, I don't remember. The tree was naked. No, the naked means there's no leaves. And a bird started making a nest because it was bringing pieces. Architect. Every species of bird makes its own way of nest. None of the species are the same. Amazing. How do they know that I'm going to make a nest like this one, not like for example, crows do? No, I'm not a crow. How do they know, for God's sake? Indigent. How? Male, female. They developed separately. But male is male, female is male, but their relationship, interaction, husband and wife, let's be kind here, perfectly matching each other. It's not the bird, animals, a human being, completely different combination, existence. Man is different, developing, they say, evolving by itself. Women is different, developing, evolving by itself, according to the environment. And then one of them is 100% perfectly matching the other, and a new baby is created. And it is because it's so significant. It is because a shameful thing to speak in public. Of course, it is the reality. Allah creates this, and we should speak. How did they develop accidentally by themselves and then matched 100% perfectly each other, and new human beings are created out of this combination? Separately developed. If this materialist scientist claim is true, evolved by itself, man evolved by itself. No. Which kind of trick they will play about it? They can find out. It happens in this way. The same cells split. One of them develop this way, the other. But why? At the end, symmetry, complementary, 100% each other. It's a completely different nature. What can we say? Subhanallah. Allahu Akbar. Nothing else. Alhamdulillah. So This way of creating the night and day in the biggest size of change that we can observe here, and also change of Earth is dying in summer season, and at the end of time, in winter they die, and with the same Earth, through water, creating water, a means. This is the means of the universe. Universe is the means of creation. So everything is through order combination, order regulations, according to the order regulations. So rain comes, and out of rain, millions of different living beings are created. Every each of them has its own unique existence. Every species different. Every species of bird is different from the other all species of birds. One. Even in the same species, human beings. Am I like Sultan? I may look like the same nose, two nose, one nose, two eyes. Yes, hair is balding like me, on the way to become like me. No, but he's a completely different man than I am. I am completely another creature. Every bird is different in the same species. Who's arranging this? Accident? Nothing is exactly the same. No individual existence is exactly the same at all. All these differences, varieties, but to the very, very minute thing, everything is different. Every cell of human beings, your cell is different from my cell. The codification is different from yours, is different from mine. Codification of one cell. None of them are the same. Why? Uniqueness of the creator, absoluteness of the creator is manifested. Look, only an absolute, infinite being can do it. Nothing, nobody else, nothing else. We have to say, yeah, I believe in ghaib. Why? That's my reasoning here. So by doing that, the dead earth is reviving. It's a complete change, seasonal change, daily change is obviously showing, demonstrating that everything is meaningfully existing in its space-wise, one-shot appearance and continuously changing video appearance demonstrates the same thing. And circulation of the winds, obvious specific examples are given. In the first example, what was it? How was it? In your creation, no. The first one is Samawat and Ard. It means heavens and earth, general. And then zooming down in your own creation, but it's still static. Zooming down to the micro world. And then time dimension of it. Nothing is accidental in the Quran, if you pay attention. Time dimension of it. There are signs for people who use their mind, reason. So why do you think we are giving the reason? Oh, we are giving the reason to make money? Yeah, for your body, yeah, you need food. Yeah, I need food, but I need food for my body. How about food for my thought, my human questions? Why am I doing, what am I doing in this world? Amazing, amazing the way the Quran wisely educates us, trains us, wisely. Okay? Now, wrapping up. تلك آيات الله نتلوها عليك بالحق فبأي حديث بعد الله وآياته يؤمنون. Come on, you are the signs of God which we convey you. Now presented a summary of it, setting forth the truth, the reality. The matter itself is not the reality. What matter signifies signs is the reality. And in what hadith is translated, because in one say, hadith is a new event, the other one is narration. That's why the narrations of the prophetic life and sayings are called hadith. And also, if something which is hadith means newly happened. Hadith. Something didn't happen before, but newly happened, is a freshly happened. So the word is used here as hadith, is the translation says the new story. Story, it's not story, what? Anything which is presented to you every here and now. What does it mean? Hadith. This.
Why isn't it speech?
It?
Speech.
Speech. Hadith? Because narration of the event, a narration of something. You know what? You know what happened? I tell you. That's why in this this is called story, but this is not story at all. I mean, story side of hadith is the weakest understanding. This translation, because it is new, I liked it. Not because story. It is a new news. I think it is the better way of doing it. Yeah.
So is it like what alternative understanding?
Sorry.
Would that also fit?
Sorry. Yeah.
So where it says like a new story.
Now the new story, but new
like a different understanding.
what did I say before? New news, yes. But news is the, I'm sorry, you are going to say something, but remind me the difference between the news we hear from media and news we hear from the Quran. Yeah.
So reading the ayah, it was saying about the signs and the truth that the Creator gives us. And so could it also be like what new understanding, like alternative understanding, like a materialist understanding, for example? You know, would you believe that instead of what was given to you? With the last ayah we were looking at.
This one, it is here actually, yeah.
I think it's
No, just a minute, just a minute. This one, no.
Yeah, I think you need to go 90. Up.
No?
Go up again. No, go up. Dr. Honey, go up, not down.
Up?
Yes, and then up again.
Yeah,
19.
19.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I want to take this.
Go down. Go
Yeah.
down. There
This
you go,
one?
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says here, these are the signs of God, the Creator, which we convey to you, setting forth the truth, right? So when it says new stories, is it like a story that someone else makes that contradicts the truth? Is that what it's talking about here?
The story they say?
This new story,
Yeah.
or new news.
New news. Yeah, it's changed. Yeah.
Yeah. This would be like, for example, could you say the materialist theory or the evolutionary theory, which is it goes against the truth. So that would be like a new news. Is that an example?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
It is just invention. It is not the news. It is fabrication.
Okay.
It's just deception, nothing else.
So
It is complete lie, doesn't exist.
yes.
It is just, we discussed before, the beginning of today's halakha was interesting.
Yeah.
We mentioned interesting, watch it.
He's trying to say, like, these are the signs of God. So as he was speaking about the scientists and all of these things, like he's saying, setting forth the truth, and in what new news after God and his signs will they believe?
Mm.
Like, what new inventions will you believe when I have given you everything?
Well, that's what I'm kind of referring to.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
asking like, okay, so you've got
Then,
all this believe modern
yeah, you can reject it. You can reject this. فَبِأَيِّ حَدِيثٍ بَعْدَ اللَّهِ وَآيَاتِهِ also refers to what Allah is telling you here is an hadith.
Yeah.
Apart from this hadith, apart from this news, which news you are going to believe? Reject it.
Exactly.
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
I got it now. Yeah.
Okay.
So it should be rejected.
Okay.
But apart from this, there is nothing to be really followed.
It's like a rhetorical question. It's like what news? There is no news that you can believe beyond.
Yeah, it's a question. Maybe أي is a question. Which one? Which one? It's a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. فبأي حديث بعد الله. What news? Which news after God and His signs also ayat. So here we said at the beginning of some 2 weeks ago or what Qur'an mixes up with using the same sign, the signs in the universe, and the signs ayat in the Qur'an mixes up. So they mention the same thing. They mention the same thing. Don't really make it the distinction between them. So read two signs, ayat, at the same time together. So you will believe. Ayati yu'minun. So it means iman is ghaib. So apart from the signs, you can get which kind of thing. I mean, I cannot show it the sign because apart from this, they will speak about matter itself. Then you can believe in matter. Either you know the matter or you don't know the matter. But what matter represents points to ghaib. Do you understand? No. Do I know the computer? Yes, here it is. Do I believe in the owner of the qualities manifested in the computer? I believe. There must be an engineer or a group of engineers. They are the one who made this. Have I seen them? No. Do I need to? No. It's obvious by looking at the computer itself. It says I have a ghaib aspect of my existence. So it means belief is necessarily or must be necessarily in ghaib. You don't believe in presence. You don't believe in presence. For example, if I say, let's say, okay, Khalid. Khalid was here yesterday. Have you seen it? No. What do you believe in it? If there is a sign, yes. If there is no sign, no. But you say, I know. Khalid was here yesterday. What does it mean? I've seen him. Physically, I've seen it. It is not belief then. When you see, is Khalid here? For example, I saw you here. I went out for some reason, and somebody says, is Khalid here? Yeah. I know he's here. He was here when I came here. It was here. He's in this room. Go and see. But if someone, he says, goes out, sits in the lounge, And another person comes to ask him, do you know Khalid is here or not? Yeah, I believe he is here because Ali told me he is here. Look, believe. I know. How do you know? Physical experience is called knowledge, but as a result of the conclusion that we get out of the physical experience, this conclusion is belief. But looking at the universe and concluding that this universe must have an absolute creator, belief. So that, apart from this God's news, which news are you going to? Because he gave us the news of the reality of this world. Do you want to say something? Yes, please go ahead.
I think, I'm sure you've covered this before, but I don't think I heard it. Why is it here that, like, natluha is jama', right? It's plural. Natlu
Which one?
alayka,
Netlu.
right?
Netlu.
Natluha is plural.
No. Yeah, netluha alayka, yeah.
Yeah.
We just say it.
So who is the we?
Of God. Netlu, the creator.
Why would it be that God is a plural?
Because sometimes it says he, sometimes it says I, sometimes it says we. It means you cannot identify the essence of God with any pronoun. So, and also why he used we, because we represent, for example, when President somebody, there is no need to mention this.
I'll just add this part because it's interesting to me that it's like we to you, and the you is only one. Right?
Yeah.
Alayka.
Yeah. So, but
But
one is ke, not kum. Yeah, but you understand this. To you means singular you. It means the prophet, from the prophet, every individual being. It means you, when you read it, you will say, تلك آيات الله نتلوها عليك بالحق. There are signs of God which we convey you, to Ali. If you read it, ayah. To you, ayah. So don't alienate yourself from it. Speaks about the community, but when God says netlu, it means we convey. It means, let me give this president example. President X says, Khalid, come on, do something for me here. Yeah, take this one away, please help me. Yeah, you can say, the president spoke to me and said that he asked me, do this, and I'm doing, that's why I am doing it. You're a president individual. You cannot say, we, what the president said, we want you to do. No, I want him, I want. But when he makes a declaration, he makes it on behalf of cabinet. Cabinet means Department of Education, Department of Transportation, all this, whatever the departments are here, Homeland and Security, all this, how do you say, ministers maybe, or secretaries. When he speaks about the government decision, we decided. He says, I decided. No, we decided. If we say, I decided, to deny the function of the ministers. You understand? It means, as a human being, when he says we, he means all my helping. It's a human being helping. It means different departments. So when God says we, he speaks on different departments, on behalf of different departments. What are the departments the absolute being have? It's interesting. What are the departments that absolute being has? Power department, knowledge department, wisdom department, mercy department, absolute will department. His qualities,
Names, yeah.
his qualities. So we are conveying to you what we have about what we have created in this world with our all qualities. Power, knowledge, wisdom, go on. Yeah? Do you understand? It means representing himself with his qualities. It means the Quran says, Asma'ul Husna. وَلَهُ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى. Yeah? فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. It means all the qualities you see belongs to him, and you communicate, call him through these qualities. Ya Qadir, Ya Alim, I am ill. Ya Healer, healer, giving you a, and I don't know what to do. Ya Alim, let me know. Allahu ya'lam wa antum la ta'lamun. Let me know. We don't know. You know. Look, we have you read. ادعوا بها. ادعوا بها. We say it literally speaking. Pray to God with these but
Like, call on to him.
yeah, a colon, but it means communicate with him through his qualities. But all the qualities belong to him. So we understand, we represent God is drawing our attention, his infinite number of qualities. But when you say I, that in that specific context in the Quran, when he says I, what the context requires now usually be just or give one deserves. Either reward or punishment. And in that case, he uses I. Now, these are the details of the Quran. So we are just really studying the Quran as people who read the Quran from the translations available for us. Okay, I think, let me see, the subject is changing now. Now, I have a not pleasing news. The building, not only the school, going into winter break starting from next week. So we won't be able to have 2 weeks. Following 2 weeks, we would. When your schedule starts,
16th. So I'll be able to come
now,
the 9th.
So January 9th,
And,
no, the 9th.
and that would be the last time for the semester.
Yeah, and then
And then I'll-
your schedule will start. We will miss you. Okay, we have our friends. Alhamdulillah. So, Alhamdulillah. But really watch the beginning. How did you find the beginning today? We discussed something new, isn't it? It's a new news.
I'm going to go for Umrah, inshallah, and to look at the Kaaba and the way we discussed it. It's interesting perspective to look at it. Because
Yeah,
I've always had trouble with the idea of Kaaba because
everybody has. Don't worry about it.
yeah, even though we do
Not
Umrah
only
and
you.
I know, but I have trouble with the physical placement and the way people want to touch it. Wasn't the whole point of Islam not to worship, not to go towards a physical thing because of all the different idols that were in Kaaba, right? It was to break away from the idea
It means cleaning all the false representation of God there. Kaaba represents this. One atheist girl belonging to a Muslim family, when his father thought that going to Kaaba, the stone of Kaaba will make a magical effect on the girl and she will become believers. You see, impossible. So you have to know what you are looking for. So went there, it was the forcing of her father and mother. Yeah, you know that. But the Muslims are expert on doing this, especially those people who don't know why they believe in Islam. But they believe, they follow. This is a good intention. It makes sense in general. Yeah, correct. So there is God, must be. Well, no way to deny it. So religion is correct, and my religion is Islam, must be correct. Follow it. Good intention, but these people who are open to media doesn't work anymore. It is over. This century, this tradition must go into garbage. So it doesn't work anymore. They took him, and the girl stood in front of the Kaaba and make a selfie, take a picture, put it on Instagram saying, I am proud of being an atheist. Oh, what does it mean? It is the news for the new generation. What? Because we didn't expect what Hajj, the significance of Hajj is going through the universe, as we discussed it. That was amazing. It was shocking when I understood this, alhamdulillah, because I struggled a lot like everybody else. And a certain tradition, which is somehow rejected by the general trend of classical scholarship, and try to dig out what does it mean, what does it mean, what does it mean. They question what does it really mean. They don't just literally translate and understand the historical case. That is, the Quran cannot be read in this way. That's correct. I agree. So
Quran says itself for you to question and to fakir, like to think about
yeah,
it.
yeah. So we have to do that and try to understand as we have done at the beginning and now as well, trying to understand what these words are doing here for me as much as I can. So I found out this so amazing. I understood, yeah, it must mean this. Hajj mean, that's why Hajj is so significant. But if, like this girl, because she went there with the culture her parents presented it, Kaaba is magical effect. Kaaba is magical effect. If you understand what it refers and accordingly approach Kaaba, see people, what are they doing? They are going there, crying, praying in front of a stone. Umar said, oh, Hajarul Aswad. This we mentioned the significance of it. I know you are a stone, but because the prophet kissed you, I am going to do it. Not because you have any value in and of itself. What you represent is presented by prophetic message, La ilaha illallah. So what is the significance of a prophet Abraham trying to slaughter his son? Is it unimaginable? You cannot, even when you are slaughtering an animal, you know that it is created as food for you. And God said, I have created it for you. And don't worry, don't hurt the animal, but let the animal's being fulfill the mission of their creation. Slaughter it. If you don't slaughter it, what will happen? Animal will die. When it is died, God says, no, it is haram. Why? You did not exercise what my purpose. You didn't do it. My purpose is I created it for you to be a source of provision for you. So don't miss it. Do it. It shows that this animal is valuable only because it is created by God. If I don't accept that it is created by God, I don't slaughter it. I will let it die and become meaningless because I didn't obey God's purpose. So it is, we have to talk about this kind of things, all misunderstood. Anyway, but Umar said, okay, the Hajar al-Aswad is so significant because prophet, it means prophet, not Muhammad. Muhammad is a man. Prophet Muhammad, Rasulullah. Rasulullah touched you. It means sacrificed you. Sorry. Regarded something important in what not you are, no, what you represent. Yeah. What you represent. Abraham, Quran says, when Ismail reached the age of maturity, it means now, and let's say adult lad now. So he's working. Okay, this is why how they say valuable source, real wealth. I have my son Ismail. It's a great man. Come. And I said, do you trust Ismail or me? This one. Who employed Ismail to be a friend or to be a son for you? Huh? You are paying attention to the object itself, not this object represents. Slaughter this. That is the sacrificial animal is like represented Ismail. We have to have the same mind. So how can I slaughter my son? No, most of the people say, how can I slaughter this innocent sheep? Huh? Innocent sheep. Oh, I cannot. No. Even it is your son, if you don't see that it is the sign of God's great names, it is useless. Slaughter it as far as you are concerned. So slaughter that object that you signified. I say, who is your Ismail? Slaughter it. It means not going. No. It means it has no significance. It has significance just because it represents God's qualities. If you don't jump to the God's qualities, then it is useless. So black stone represents the altar for Abraham to slaughter his son Ismail. No, this is not understood properly, and the people don't know, they don't mention that. You don't see in Sirah books. It's interesting, they miss the point most of the time. So that is why Prophet said, I appreciate what it represents. I know the value of what it represents. It represents La ilaha illallah. Ismail is not the source of help for me, but the creator of Ismail is the help for me. So I am going to slaughter Ismail in my dream, not in reality. That is how the Quran, in a beautiful rhetoric, the type of which is called really balagha of the eloquence of the Quran, hints this in its vocabulary, how it is viewed in the sentence. So we have to know that, reflect on it. What can be, this word is it, this word after this, and this is told, it is mentioned after this. Why? Then, if you use your mind you will reach, inshallah, you will get something. Oh, it signifies something. So everybody should think of his own smile. How can I slaughter it? See it. You don't have to do anything. See what it represents. Oh, time is. Okay. Any question? So interesting, amazing to study the Quran. So pleasures. I really feel fresh in my existence if I understand 1 point a day. If Allah gives me 2, alhamdulillah, but 1 a day. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, we will have the next meeting January the 9th, Tuesday, at 6 o'clock. Inshallah? Khalid confirmed it. So, inshallah, if God gives us. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Wassalamu alaikum, Suhail, H. Beza. We missed you today.